John here, All Miniatures Great and Small. This is a really quick episode of What's on the Table. Just wanted to talk about a terrain project. So I was going through the storage area and I found these buildings that Jake had painted for a event, which was the Market Garden Shifting Sands from now many years ago, and they were never really completed. They were kind of just slapped together. He put gray on them and some smoke, and that was it. That's all the time he had when he was spending most of his time assembling the giant bridge. However, I found them and I'm like, well, I think it's time to try to rehabilitate these buildings. So the way you see it here was the way I found them in storage, and you can see, you know, they're pretty good. Now I think, and correct me if I'm wrong in the comments below, that these are from Terrains for Games Studio. So I'm pretty sure that's who makes them, or that's who sells them. So I found them kind of reverse searching on Etsy. So I think that's who makes these, but I'm not 100% sure. But it certainly looks like what we've got here, if not something similar. So anyway, if that's wrong, or if you are the creator of these and I'm wrong, let me know down in the comments and I'll correct it. But anyway, I pulled those out. So these I haven't done anything to, and then kind of show you the project. Now the reason I'm doing this is I've got an upcoming Flames War game, and I'd love to get these on the table to represent either Berlin or somewhere in Soviet Russia, and just have some different terrain to put on the tabletop. So you'll be able to see that game not this month, but in the upcoming months on our Patreon, where people can get access to exclusive battle reports. In this case, it's going to be a Flames of War battle report, but this terrain could be used for Team Yankee just as easily, any kind of 15 millimeter. And even with these windows, you could probably, you know, if these are factories, you could say they're giant windows and use them for battle tech or something. But anyway, so I started painting some. I thought I would go with basically 3 different colors. So I did some tans. I did some kind of blue grays. Here's another tan one. Now, not all of these are completed, or really none of them are completed to my satisfaction, but we're getting closer. So this is just stippling different colors on there. I will go back with an airbrush and put in some more kind of smoke damage, things like that. I'm also probably going to upgrade these with some plasticard. I found some evergreen strip styrene, which is just about perfect for doing something like covering those puzzle piece lines to maybe create something like that. And I could do that in a contrasting color or the same color. But anyway, that was the thought. I thought I could use a bunch of those to add some kind of dimensionality. I've also worked on some red buildings. The idea, I think I'm going to do the bigger buildings in kind of red brick. And you can kind of see, I'll get a little bit closer to that, what that stippling does. Very easy technique. And once I slap, you know, a wash on there or airbrush some more smoke effects, I think it will look really good, especially for what, you know, what I'm trying to accomplish here, which is get a lot of terrain on the board quickly. And this stipple technique is a really nice way to do it, I think, because it's somewhat fast and it gives you a nice texture, a nice base that you can, you know, if you pick out the window frames, for example, it really does a lot to it. Now, I don't know what I'm going to do with the insides of these. Either keep them this way or throw a wash on them or glue some sand down there. I'll once the outsides are done, that's the big battle, and then we'll kind of grime up the insides as needed. The other thing I did, thanks to Sean from AmGas, he suggested posters. So I found this from SarisaPrecision.com, and you can see that down there. This is actually World War II poster set that they have, just a PDF that they sell for free. They sell lots of cool stuff on their website too, so check them out. But this was actually a freebie, so I will be cutting these out and kind of gluing them on the sides of all these buildings. This is really a neat set too. You've got Japanese posters, Italian, Russian, French, German, and British. So all kinds of stuff, you know, and it'll perfect scale to go on buildings like this. So there you go. That's what I've kind of been working on this last week to again prepare for Flames of War game. Let me know what you think down here. Again, if you know who these are, if I've got it wrong, let me know. I think though that that's the right company. So and I don't even know if they still are operating, since I bought these such a long time ago. But I think they look really good when they're painted up, and I'm looking forward to getting them out on the battlefield. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and keep on gaming.